Hi, welcome to Collaborative Movement Solutions Shoulder Part 2. This is more of the intermediate shoulder treatment that we're going to do, and Tara's going to demonstrate, and I'm going to walk you through some of it. So for the first piece, the mobilization, we're going to address the teres in the lat today with a lacrosse ball on the floor. So Tara's going to put the lacrosse ball right kind of behind that crease of the armpit, right where we've got the teres there. So you can see real nicely where she's got it, and then she's going to lay down on the ground. And the movement of the teres is external rotation. So she's going to relax her neck and then just make sure that she's got some pressure in that teres and doing some nice external rotation of her arm to mobilize that fascia in that corner. And then after you get a nice, you do 30 seconds or so mobilization of the teres, we're going to have you move down into the lat and spend 60 seconds to 90 seconds depending on what you need, starting up at the upper corner of the lat. So in that same armpit corner, go ahead and the muscle of the lat runs kind of from north to south of your body. So I want you to mobilize east to west, kind of coming back and forth and getting the corner of that lat. And you might even be able to get into some of the serratus by doing that as well. Find some really good spots, really lean into it. And when you find a good corner, make sure you breathe into it. You find some nice pressure, some nice deep breathing, and try to really release the muscle tension in that lat. Focused mobilization is really key, that you're present and aware to releasing the tension and not just going through the motions. Okay, cool. Nice. So after that mobilization piece, we're going to move on to a stabilizer, a more advanced stabilizer with a kettlebell. We're going to do an arm bar. And Tara's going to demonstrate this. She's got nice core activation here, back's pressed nice and flat. There's a couple of ways you can roll into it. So you can either keep your heel right underneath your butt, and you can use glute activation to bring your hip across, or you can bring the foot right here and kind of slide the knee across your body. So try both and see which one feels better to you. Tara's going to demonstrate the first glute one here. Arms nice and straight, right over. She's squeezing that deodorant out of her armpit, keeping her shoulder stable, engaging the core as she's going to roll over onto her belly. Notice how the wrist stays right over the shoulder joint. There's no moving forward or back. That knee drops to the ground. The hip is now driving to the floor as she straightens out that right leg. So she's going to get the mobility in her pec by bringing her hip lower to the ground and even straightening out that right leg all the way and keeping the wrist right over the shoulder joint. And then she's going to come back the same way. Keeping, again, the wrist right over the shoulder joint. Don't let that position shift. Use the core to come back. Perfect. And you can do 3 to 5 reps of that with that arm bar. 3 to 5 reps on each side. Okay, good job. After that stabilization piece, we're going to move over to the activation piece. So if you have straps, you got with wrists, with handles, actually, sorry, this is the best way to do it. So we're going to do an external, we're going to do a shoulder retraction and then into external rotation. So Tara's going to go ahead and demo that. Great. Great warm up for the rotator cuff. And you want to make sure you stay out of the traps. They stay nice and low, activating between the shoulder blades the whole time. And you want to do a set of 15 with this. If you don't have this specific equipment, you're welcome to just grab any type of strap that you have available, wrapping it against a post, finding the appropriate tension where you can stay out of your traps. That's the most important part, is that the traps stay relaxed and you're really feeling that activation in the posterior shoulder. Yeah, retraction and external rotation, which is really beautiful. One really nice set of 15 of that. And just like we've said in the videos prior to, running through this series one time is totally appropriate. If you feel like this is an area of challenge for you and you want to run through it 2 or 3 times, that would be appropriate as well. Thank you.